At Meralco's headquarters, compassion has taken an unexpected but powerful form. What began as a simple concern for the community cats living around the compound has grown into Katropa, an animal welfare initiative anchored in humane care, responsible population control, and a commitment to coexistence. Behind this movement is Mr. Joe Zaldariaga, Meralco's Vice President and Head of Corporate Communications, whose lifelong advocacy for animals shaped the program from the ground up. I'm Rochelle Rubio, and this is The Advocates, Empowering Voices. In a place that powers millions, an unexpected community quietly thrives inside the country's largest private sector electric distribution utility. Not employees, not customers, but cats. Cats once left to survive on their own, now safe, fed, and protected through a corporate social responsibility program reshaping how companies approach animal welfare. This is Katropa, Meralco's animal welfare program, and a reminder that compassion carries its own kind of energy. So how and when did Katropa begin? Meralco Vice President and Head of Corporate Communications, Joe Zaldariaga, tells us their story.
Here in our main headquarters in Pasig City, we began noticing a number of community and stray cats within our compound. So over time, our employees, myself included, grew very fond of the cat population as they became part of our daily lives. Of course, we recognize the responsibility that came with this, especially in terms of rabies concerns and public safety. So before the pandemic, I tried to spearhead this campaign. I think this was way back in 2018, if memory serves. And we started initially conceptualizing an animal welfare program within the context of the Meralco brand. And unfortunately, as you all know, the pandemic struck. And as a consequence, we were unable to push through with what we initially planned. And it thing that once our operations stabilized and we were able to move forward, we revisited the idea of coming up again with this program. So in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, I started to lay the groundwork with the approval of Meralco top management to come up with this campaign and to institutionalize it in the Meralco head office, and hopefully we can push it further beyond our main corporate headquarters with the blessings coming from above. Our Lord Almighty probably gave us the impetus to, and of course with the support of Meralco management, to finally launch this program last year formally. And we coined the term Katropa. It's cat tropa, meaning cats, and we are with them, tropa tayo, diba? Which means a group of friends. And this hopefully will reflect in what we call the coexistence between humans and animals, especially the stray cat community.
Katropa, a clever spin on the Filipino word tropa, which means close friends or a circle of friends, sends a clear message that the community cats of Meralco headquarters belong. It's a statement of coexistence and a reflection of how the Meralco community chooses to share its corporate space with compassion. What is Katropa's main advocacy?
The primary advocacy of our campaign, of our program, is really the welfare of the community stray cats within our compound, especially the humane management of their population while ensuring public safety. There is already a growing movement, not only globally, but even here in the Philippines. But, you still find and encounter stories of cruelty, A recent one, I think, was in Mountain Province, where an American bully was bludgeoned to death, and by a government employee, if I'm not mistaken. So, this thing breaks our hearts, us in the animal welfare community, and we're hoping that government will help um, initiate stronger measures to stop this barbarism happening in many parts of the country. And more than anything else, we'd like Katropa to reflect the core value of what we have here in Meralco, which is what we call the value of malasakit. It's really about building a culture of compassion, and one that extends beyond our business and into obviously the broader community that we serve. Because at the end of the day, we really need to come up with a comprehensive animal welfare campaign, not only for corporations such as Meralco, but for the entirety of the country's move towards animal welfare as a program.
No single company or small group can carry the burden of caring for the country's stray animals. With their numbers continuing to rise nationwide, the response has to be collective, coordinated, community-driven, and holistic. The scale of the issue underscores this urgency. Animal welfare groups such as PAWS point to an estimated 12 million stray dogs across the Philippines. Cat populations grow just as quickly. A single unspayed female can set off rapid expansion, potentially leading into a colony of around 30 cats in a year. And the trend isn't slowing. Cara Welfare Philippines reports that an additional 100,000 to 500,000 stray cats and dogs may be ending up on our streets annually.
It really has to be a collective effort from all of us. It has to be a societal movement to finally, as I mentioned, my dream is to really put an end. I know it's a tall task. It's going to be tough coming up with a program and a plan against animal cruelty. But then again, if we won't do it, then nila kung hindi ngayon, kailan? So hopefully we will be able to, spread the word, turn this into a movement, and who knows where this will go moving forward. At least there's that effort already.
Mr. Joe Zaldariaga, fondly called Manong Joe, has long been drawn to caring for strays. He remembers a childhood very different from what children experience today. With only the basics, he often turned to animals for companionship. That early bond shaped his lifelong love for animals, especially cats. And amusingly, he says, cats always seem to find their way to him.
I grew up in the late 60s, and I was still a kid in the 70s. Well, animal welfare then was really almost tough to say if it's non-existent or not. But obviously, the knowledge gap then was quite huge in terms of the disparity of understanding what animal welfare was. Diba? Wala naman mga animal welfare advocates akong naaalala nung panahon na yun, except I think for PAWS, which is the Philippine Animal Welfare Society. It was actually ahead of its time. And I just really like to thank that organization for bringing together an advocacy, and now it's spreading like wildfire. So, yes, I am fond of animals, especially stray animals, stray cats, stray dogs, because, growing up in the 60s and the 70s was not easy. I always tell the younger generation, if you underwent what we probably experienced, times then were really very difficult. Sabi ko nga sa mga kabataan, nagkakaroon lang ako ng bagong damit noon pag Pasko. Nakakain lang ako ng masarap na pagkain pag Christmas season. Other than that, it's really a basics. It's what our parents provided for, and we just have to thank them for it. But it's it was difficult times, at least for me, on a personal level. And so I found solace in the stray cats within our home and in our street. So I take care of them best way I can as a kid, and I guess that stuck in my mind, and so I had the capability to be part of the movement. Iba call me, ayan si Joe Magpupusayan. I mean, mga pusa ni Joe, yan, yung mga uh, biro nila sa akin. No? And my wife and I, part of our bonding is to feed stray cats within our area. It's a small way of giving back, and I also adopted two strays. One I think was even sick at the time, so I had to bring. She was a kitten then. Uh, she was she was sick. She was almost immobile, and we knew there was something was wrong with her. So my wife picked her up, and we brought her to the vet. And as they say, the rest is history. I also have another one who entered our pipelines and landed, because I live in a building, landed on the floor where I live. And she got stuck within the pipes. And I think her weight has doubled or tripled since the time I took her in. So both have a good life. Animals are very close to my heart. They feel, they care, and they deserve compassion.
Once, a cat even got stuck in one of Manong Joe's pipelines, and he had to pull it to safety. That rescued cat now lives happily as part of his family.
That's what they say. Choose you. You don't choose them. At some point, I think it's the universe that brought her there in the pipelines in our building. I heard her. Actually, it was my wife who heard her. She was inside. But prior to that, yung kasing aming pipes doon, yung mga metro ng tubig, napapansin namin, nagbubukas, and doon namin nalaman, it must have been her. She was probably, I don't know what brought her there. She was probably looking for me, because prior to that, I would feed her every day. And para siyang tao eh. Her name is Letiki. Para siyang tao. Pagpapasok na ako doon sa building namin, nag-iintay siya. Parang tao rin. Iniintay niya. Ngayon pag wala na ako sa site niya, aalis na siya.
There's warmth in Manong Joe that animals seem to recognize. As Katropa's project sponsor, he takes deep pride in the program's milestones, especially its work in controlling the overpopulation of stray animals. He also credits Biyaya Animal Care CEO and co-founder Rina Ortiz for her significant contributions to Katropa and to animal welfare in the country.
We've implemented various initiatives. One of the most important, I would like to think, is controlling the population of stray animals. And so this is through our TNVR, yung Trap, Neuter, Vaccinate, and Return program, which we carry out in partnership with Biyaya Animal Care. Again, a shout out to the world rabies champion, Rina Ortiz. She's been our partner, Biyaya Animal Care, for the longest. She inspires me to continue my vision of caring for stray cat communities and to use my expertise in communication to push that. So special shout out to Rina. Mas marami pa tayong Rina Ortiz dito sa Pilipinas para lalo pang lumago itong ating kampanya.
Beyond its TNVR efforts, Katropa also promotes simple but life-saving reminders like Break for Cats and staying alert for animals crossing the road, a practice inspired by an incident where a kitten was accidentally run over. The program ensures that community cats are consistently cared for. Many now show marked improvements in health and appearance after being spayed or neutered and regularly fed. While progress has been made, Manong Joe notes that the country still has much to improve in terms of animal welfare. The movement against cruelty is growing, but the journey ahead remains long.
We manage the cat population within our facilities, and it has been successfully implemented. We have that Spay It Forward campaign. Umabot pa kami ng Batangas to extend their advocacy under corporate walls. And during disaster and relief operations, alam mo ninyo, we also team up with our network partners to help, and the One Meralco Foundation to help not only affected families, but also their pets, yung mga natatrap sa tubig baha. So, but on a holistic point of view, as far as the campaign is concerned, it's really education and awareness that forms a big part of what we continue to do. And animal welfare for me is really understanding, not there yet. That's what I would like to emphasize. We haven't really reached the point that they have done. For example, I'll just cite an example in Istanbul, where cat communities are really protected. They roam freely with the community. Government knows what to do. The private sector there knows also what to do. Wala ka maririnig na animal cruelty in Turkey. Kung meron man siguro, 1 in a million. No? So they've learned to coexist with this stray population. If it can be done there, my question to Filipinos is this: why can't we do it here? Why do we still have, cases of animal cruelty? That is something that I really cannot accept. As a person, as a human being, as a Filipino, kung kaya sa ibang bansa, ba't hindi natin kaya rito? Kung kulang yung implementasyon ng batas, di palakasin natin ang implementasyon ng batas. Kung may kailangan tayong rebisahin na provision sa batas, di gawin natin. Diba? At the end of the day, society mirrors how we treat animals. Bilang Pilipino, alam naman natin mga Pilipino, we're jovial during times of calamities, and then times of trying times, we manage to smile. Tayo lang nga doon binabaha pero nakangiti pa rin. If we can treat the animals the way we treat our fellow human beings, then there is something wrong with the society. As I mentioned, look at Turkey. How are they able to coexist with the animal population there, especially the stray cat community? And how they treat the stray cat community. Dito sa amin, sa Meralco, walang pusang gutom dito. Dumadami na nga yung matatabang pusan dito eh.
At Meralco's headquarters, a familiar sight greets employees and visitors alike. A fluffy cat patrolling the center gate. She's Orange, their resident security cat. Manong Joe often points to her as a success story, once a hungry stray, now healthy, cared for, and thriving.
If it can be done here, maybe on a lesser scale, perhaps in the other areas. Basta importante lang, walang sasaktan na stray animals. Yun lang naman ang wish ko, that is.
Some 300 community cats now live safely and comfortably within Meralco's headquarters through Katropa. Large catios give them space to play, rest, and eat day in, day out. It's a rare cat-friendly community that demonstrates what's possible when more institutions choose to follow suit.
We care for approximately 300 community cats within our properties. No one is being harmed so far, at least in terms of them suffering. So if we can do it, hopefully the other corporations can follow suit.
Meralco's Katropa is largely driven by employee volunteers, many of whom proved to be unexpectedly cat-friendly. The program revealed a strong community of animal advocates within the company.
We have an advocacy office on top of this, headed by Mitch Kagiwa. She is also one of the animal welfare advocates. Her passion is likewise caring for stray animal communities. So this office, among others, is the one in charge as well of our animal welfare campaign. And we are primarily driven by employee volunteers. It really came as a surprise to me that ang dami pala na animal welfare advocates inside Meralco, within the Meralco community. Spread like wildfire, and hopefully by the time I call it a day, they will be able to really establish themselves, the organization itself, Katropa, as an institution.
Katropa also runs a program called Spay It Forward, which extends the initiative far beyond the Meralco compound. The campaign brings Meralco into direct collaboration with local government units and animal welfare partners to hold mass spay and neuter and vaccination drives in communities that often lack access to affordable veterinary care. Through these joint missions, both owned pets and free-roaming animals receive essential services, reducing overpopulation humanely and helping prevent disease. The effort has become a model of how private companies can support LGUs, widen the reach of TNVR or trap, neuter, vaccinate, and release, and bring animal welfare to neighborhoods that need it most.
We are hoping that through collaborations, we will somehow be a solution to the problem of overpopulation. Of course, this includes prevent the spread of diseases and promote a healthier, safer environment, not only for these animals, but for the people living there with them as well. So we'd like to show ourselves as examples of how this can be not just a campaign, but a promise to do better for those who cannot speak for themselves. So that's an example we'd like to show to society. If Meralco can do it, even beyond its franchise area, then I guess the corporations, other companies can do it as well. To collaborate in any way I can, whether that's technological transfer or communication initiatives, we're here to really be part of the solution. We started it in Pateros, and we recently went to Laia in Batangas. Partnerships, collaborations is really part of that effort. Maraming natutuwa sa pakikipag-partner namin kasi malaking tulong din ito sa kanilang community eh. And alam mo, pagdating sa volunteer-driven initiatives, it really becomes a bayanihan way of addressing the serious concerns related to stray animals, lalo na yung control ng overpopulation.
Katropa has begun sharing awareness messages on Facebook, but its full campaign has yet to launch, with broader efforts planned for the coming year. After all, shaping public understanding of animal welfare and the Animal Welfare Act requires more than digital reminders. Manong Joe hopes the push ahead will spark a ripple strong enough to grow the movement, supported by all sectors of society.
For this year, we have not really gone full blast on awareness campaigns, but that's part of the plan for next year. Itong ginagawa natin ngayon is already part of that. I'm trying to be a bridge to your viewers and listeners on how they can be part of this overall campaign, hopefully to inspire as well. If a senior person like me who is soon turning 62 can do it, given my advanced age, then I guess the younger generation can pursue this as well. It's something I try to start here in Meralco and hopefully in my own little way to set an example as well. Many other institutions, corporations, and even government.
The public, too, has a vital role in helping manage stray populations, protecting animal welfare, and becoming responsible stewards of the animals in their communities. But beyond this, what more can people do to help address the overpopulation of strays where they live?
By supporting like-minded organizations such as what we do, what BIA does, what the Philippine Animal Welfare Society does, the spay neuter programs, adopt before you shop, adopt instead of shopping. I think that will help. Yung mga strays kasi walang kawawa eh. I mean, there really is no other way to describe it. Ako yun lang, quote-unquote, kawawa. And practicing responsible pet ownership. Please don't dump your old pets. Sinamahan kayo niyan buong buhay nila. Huwag nyo naman basta na lang iwanan o parang baliwala na lang, na parang wala kayong pinagsamahan. Being a senior citizen,
To strengthen its animal welfare advocacy, Katropa joined the recently concluded 8th Contractor Coordination Meeting to present Meralco's animal welfare program to suppliers, contractors, and vendors of the network department, raising awareness against animal cruelty, promoting trap, neuter, vaccinate, release efforts, encouraging compassion for companion animals, especially strays.
Nagkaroon pala kami ng contractors meeting, partnerships, alam ba to? Just this week, if I'm not mistaken, December 4 daw. Pinush namin itong animal welfare program namin, yung Katropa, and we asked them to, be part of the campaign as well. And so I'm happy to report na ang daming sumali na nagbigay ng kanilang commitment to be part of the program.
Manong Joe also stressed the importance of fostering animal welfare awareness in schools, where learners are taught to treat animals with kindness, citing his alma mater's DLSU Pusa campaign as an example.
I've been Alasa Light since grade 1. That's the only school I know. And I remember in my grade school, and then I transferred to LaSalle Green Hills for my high school years, then back to Taft for my college years. There were really stray animal communities at hindi sinasaktan yun. Andun lang. But it wasn't institutionalized at the time. The showcasing of the institution on animal welfare as part of being responsible members of society. So tingin ko bata pa lang kami, pinakikita na sa amin na this is the proper way to do things. So yung pagmalupitan yung hayop sa loob ng ating academic institution, and until I think they were able to institutionalize it through the LSU Pusa.
For Manong Joe, empathy for animals is not an abstract ideal, but a shared responsibility. Every living creature, he says, has a rightful place in this universe, and safeguarding that space begins with the choices we make each day.
I think at the end of the day, it's about commitment and being compassionate and being humane. The stray communities in our country, it's actually, I'll describe it as far as an operative word is concerned, it's daunting. Masyadong madami. And I do not think personally that I will see within my lifetime that this has been solved. But one small step every single day to create this and become a ripple for the movement to escalate moving forward. And who knows what we like-minded animal welfare advocates can do if you will be asked to choose. I just heard this somewhere. Between being right and being kind, always choose to be kind. And I think the all-encompassing word for this animal welfare campaign, not only here in Katropa, but in the Philippines, should be kindness. Kasi kung meron kang kindness sa puso mo at sa isip mo, hindi ka mananakit ng hayop. Susubukan mo silang tulungan. Wala na nga silang kapasidad eh. If you can't help them, please don't hurt them. And understand that they too have their own space in this universe. Lahat naman tayo nilikha ng Diyos, so lahat tayo may karapatan mabuhay.
If you can't help them, don't hurt them. A simple truth that, if embraced, can reshape how we coexist with every stray, every creature, every life. Mad respect to Mr. Joe Zaldariaga and everyone behind Meralco's Katropa for the ripple they've begun within their industry and beyond. This has been Rochelle Rubio. Join me again next Friday for another episode of The Advocates, right here on 104.3 The Capital.
This is where the voices of the voiceless are heard. The Advocates, Empowering Voices, hosted by Rochelle Rubio on 104.3 The Capital.